Game day's here, I can hear the crowd. Turn on the lights, fans are cranked up and loud. Red or blue, we wear it proud. Yeah, we love our teams in this border town. Chiefs and Royals, Boo Mizzou, Rock Chalk, Jayhawk, KU. Hear that drum pounding in your feet. Yeah, you're marching to the beat of KC.
What is going on, YouTube? What is going on, Kansas City? What is going on, Jayhawk Nation? And what is going on, everybody? And welcome to the beat of KC. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Lucas Murphy, and I could not wait to provide you all this pregame for the Kansas Jayhawks. I'm so amped for this game, as many Jayhawk fans are. This is going to be a clash of two titans in the greatest venue of college basketball. There are going to be eyes all over the college landscape watching this game because you really truly have two titans in this game going head to head. Two players that have been rivaled really through their entire high school tenure, and now that they've chose two Big 12 schools, they will be clashing in this epic matchup on Saturday, January 31st. I'm excited to really provide this breakdown because there is a lot to really kind of dissect, peel the onion back, and talk about these two teams as they will be matching up inside, again, the greatest venue in college basketball, Allen Fieldhouse. This crowd, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be next level. The students lined up, and it's just the amount of kind of hype behind this game is next level. I'm so excited to talk to you about it. And not only that, we're going to pour some more gas onto the fire to fuel this thing even more. ESPN announced that College Gameday, covered by State Farm, will broadcast live from historic Allen Fieldhouse on Saturday, January 31st. They will set the scene, ladies and gentlemen. This will be, they're going to set the tone for this marquee Big 12 matchup between the Kansas Jayhawks and the BYU Cougars. When the cameras roll and the rock chalk chants start to echo through the rafters, it'll mark the 13th time College Gameday has originated from Allen Fieldhouse. And they are tied currently with North Carolina and are only second most all time behind Duke. Now, longtime analyst Jay Billis, who I really do kind of appreciate Jay Billis, has called Allen Fieldhouse the best place to see a game on the planet. That just kind of solidifies every time I talk about how impactful, how historical the venue of Allen Fieldhouse truly is. And I think the numbers back it up. Kansas is currently 10-2 all-time when hosting College Gameday. That is one of the best records in the country among frequent hosts. Now, when you really start to break this thing down, BYU arrives battle-tested, ladies and gentlemen. The Cougars are coming into Lawrence riding both momentum and heartbreak. AJ Dybansta, ladies and gentlemen, had one of the most unbelievable games against Utah. He put up 43 points. It was an insane performance from him. But in their most recent outing, because they had a kind of a college game day type experience, because they welcomed Arizona, the number one team, undefeated team, into their place, and they would come up short. Now, they nearly pulled off a stunning upset of that Arizona Wildcats team, erasing a 19-point deficit before ultimately falling 86-83 in a game that really just showcased they have the resilience. So that's something we need to pay attention to as Kansas Jayhawks fans. They have offensive firepower. And one of the biggest things they have is belief. They believe in their coach. They believe in the team. BYU's offense is built around freshman phenom AJ Dybansta. There's no question. One of the most electric players in the country. And the thing that goes with that is his size and athleticism. He's 6'9". He's averaging 23.6 points per game. You combine that with the elite scoring instincts with length, athleticism, and shot-making ability from all three levels. His versatility creates a matchup problem for nearly every opponent, and Kansas will be no exception. And that's where I really kind of want to transition. Who is going to guard him? At 6'9", is Bryson Tiller going to be able to guard him? Because the question marks with Bryson Tiller on that aspect are he really kind of lacks in the perimeter ability. He's good down low, and he has the athleticism, but Dybansta is very good on the perimeter. And so Bryson Tiller, is he going to be the option? Are they going to stick Trey White on him? That's a good question mark as well. So who is truly going to guard AJ Dybansta, I think, is the biggest question. Now, to add on to AJ Dybansta, they have Richie Saunders. He's a senior leader, a scoring threat. Now, the senior guard, Richie Saunders, has emerged as one of the Cougars' most dangerous offensive players, a seasoned veteran and consistent scorer. Saunders has put together a strong season with multiple big performances. There's no question in that. He is a 6'5" guard. He brings three very key things. Elite shooting. Saunders can hurt defenses from deep and off the dribble, stretching coverage and opening driving lanes. Again, can really play off of AJ Dybansta. His versatility. He combines scoring with physicality, finishing through contact and helping on the boards. And one of the big things he provides is experience. As a senior and a key stabilizing leader, Saunders' ability to make big shots and stay composed under pressure really kind of boosts at BYU and their offense. His presence forces Kansas to defend beyond just Dybansta, making rotations and closeouts more difficult and freeing up space for teammates. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it would be nice if we just said, hey, those are the two to really pay attention to, but that's not it, ladies and gentlemen. Robert Wright III, a dynamic playmaker at the point. Now, at the other end of the court, sophomore Robert Wright III has been a dynamic force as BYU's primary ball handler and really their facilitator. He's a transfer from Baylor, and Wright brings really three key things as well. Playmaking and scoring. He's proven capable of putting up big scoring nights, such as his 21-point effort supporting Dybansta's performance against Utah, while also creating opportunities for others. Another thing he offers is, again, that leadership in transition and clutch situations. Wright has hit some big shots, pushes the tempo effectively, and shown he can orchestrate BYU's offense against top competition. And finally, dual threat as a scorer and a distributor. In a market that never sleeps, one name rises above the rest. Lisa Miller from Dan Lynch Real Estate. Trusted by hundreds and recognized across the Midwest. She delivers results when it matters the most. With over 13 years of experience and licenses in both Kansas and Missouri, Lisa isn't just selling houses. She's helping you find a place to call home. Whether you are a first-time homebuyer looking to upsize or selling your current home, Lisa makes the process smooth and stress-free. As a local expert passionate about building lasting relationships, she ensures her clients feel confident and satisfied every step of the way. Don't wait, your perfect home is just a call away. Contact Lisa today at 913-579-3246 or 913-369-3000 or visit lisamillersellskc.com. Let Lisa Miller at Lynch Real Estate help you start your next exciting chapter. And let her know the beat of KC, Lucas Murphy, sent you her way. That's really one of the things I anticipate that Melvin Council Jr. is going to have to truly pay attention to, and maybe even Darren Peterson, depending on how they transition. But I think the dual threat scoring aspect from Robert Wright III, his ball handling skills, he makes defenses respect the pick and roll, drives and kickouts, keeping defenders honest. Now, how does this all really kind of break down? How does this matchup break down? For Kansas, the key will be containing BYU's multi-headed attack, and I think more specifically stopping AJ Dybansta's inside scoring, while also limiting opportunities for Saunders' outside shooting and Wright's playmaking ability to really kind of connect with those two. It will require disciplined rotations, physical defense. They're going to have to play physical, and timely help. Kansas's length and experience can be advantageous, but the Jayhawks must avoid overhelping and allowing shooters uncontested looks. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to speak on that, and I want to highlight that specifically. When Kansas is really struggling on defense, they are doing exactly that. They're overhelping, they're playing too much to one side of their zone, and they're allowing shooters to be uncontested. There's a lot of the time where teams like Colorado, who did have a lot of uncontested looks due to the overhelp, just missed a lot of threes. I really truly don't anticipate BYU, if you leave guys wide open, are going to miss a ton of shots. They are very disciplined. They're very good at shooting the basketball. This is why it's going to be so important to play very locked down defense and transition very well, communicate very well. You're going to have to rotate. Bill Self is truly going to have to really be on his A game when it comes to calling timeouts and really kind of subbing in guys when they really need to sub in guys. I mean, Elmarco Jackson, as of late, has been playing really solid defense. You're going to need him in a lot of ways. You're going to need this team to really perform at an extremely high level on defense. Now, are you going to stop an AJ Dybansta? I truly do not believe you're going to stop an AJ Dybansta. You could limit him, but you're not going to stop him. The biggest thing is if you really solidify a way to stop those other two and allow AJ to maybe have a game, you really still have a chance. But with this being a three-headed monster, it's going to be tough. It is going to be a tough game, ladies and gentlemen. I do not want to discredit that. Now, defensively, again, talking about that because I think that's the most important part of this game. Kansas will need to disrupt BYU's rhythm early, especially in transition. We saw how Kansas can really play at a high level against a team like Iowa State, against a team like Baylor. When they really start to put pressure on those teams because they're disrupting the rhythm, they are getting out in transition. They're working fast. They're scoring, doing well on the boards. Those are the things you're going to have to do against this BYU Cougars team. Fight through screens to limit clean opportunities for shooters like Saunders. I think that's going to be big. And AJ can knock them down too. So being able to really get off ball screens and play good defense and really lock that down and pressure the ball to force right into difficult decisions and or turn the basketball over. You're going to have to find ways to really pressure their offense and find ways to really kind of limit them and lock them down. Offensively, Kansas can exploit matchups through size, inside, and by pushing pace to prevent BYU from really setting up its half-court defense. For Kansas, the key will be controlling the tempo and defending without fouling. That's one of the most important things, too. If our bigs get into foul trouble, it could be a long day. The sponsor thrives in transition and isolation situations, so expect the Jayhawks to throw multiple looks at him, switching defenders, sending help early, forcing the ball out of his hands. It's going to be tough. Kansas's ability to defend as a unit and protect the paint will be crucial in this basketball game. So, ladies and gentlemen, to really wrap this video up, this is more than just a game. This matchup is bigger than a single Big 12 result. It is a national measuring stick game for both programs. A showcase for one of college basketball's brightest young stars, really both two young stars, and another chapter in Allen Fieldhouse's unmatched legacy. Ladies and gentlemen, the amount of games that have had significant value and importance that have come through Allen Fieldhouse has just been on a next level. With College Game Day in town, a sold-out crowd, and two teams with postseason aspirations colliding, Saturday's showdown between Kansas and BYU has all the ingredients of a classic. When the lights are the brightest, Allen Fieldhouse rarely disappoints. I appreciate y'all checking out this video. Make sure you guys smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, comment down below, let me know what you guys think. And I end every video the exact same way. Have a good day.